everybody, and welcome to my second interview with a wonderful guest today. Her name is Jaime Slutsky, and she owns Simply Jaime. She is a partner and a client of Ovaleye, and Ovaleye just loves her. So we are interviewing her, and my first question today, Jaime, is... Well, I should say one more thing. The reason why I interviewed her is because she also has so much energy, and she creates a buzz on Twitter and Facebook because of that energy. So, the first question, actually, another one. Hello to you, Jaime, and it's so nice to talk to you.
What was that?
It's so nice to talk to you today.
It
looks like it's sunny over there, and you're right here in Washington, and it was snowing last night. Is it sunny there?
The sun's trying to peek through, I think. There's a nice big window over here, so I get every chance of sun I possibly can.
Okay, I know, it looks dark with where I am. All right, the first question I have is, how did you get started with Simply Jaime?
Oh, well, that's kind of has to take a step further back first. I bought a Stroller Strides franchise out in your area, out in Duval, and started teaching Stroller Strides classes and Fit for Baby, the prenatal program. And then Jen, who was in my Fit for Baby class, I kind of picked her brain a little bit about how I could get into the website world and website development, because I really wanted to be a stay-at-home mom or a work-at-home mom. And by talking with her, I just kind of realized that I can build websites and I can do it. And so I jumped in and figured Simply Jaime was really, I'm simple. I like things straightforward, easy to navigate. I love having my name involved in my business. And so that's kind of where it originated about a year ago.
Yeah, it's a nice short URL that does say everything about you. You're Simply Jaime. Okay, so the next question I have is, the beginning of this year, you made a huge leap. Tell us about that big leap.
I quit my full-time job. I had worked 11 and a half years as a system analyst for a Fortune 100 company. And I really, really wanted to be home with my kids. And I handed in my letter of resignation a week before my daughter turned 2. So.
It had to be a huge, because that's a second income too. When you're starting a business, it's not a huge, income kind of job. So to take that leap is, you're making it sound really easy, but it was a big decision for you and your family. It
took me 2 years. I wanted to not go back after she was born, and it took 2 years
of planning
to actually get to that point where I felt comfortable and knew that I had the potential to bring in enough money for the family and pursue my dream.
Your dream, yes. And I love that story because it's huge. It's huge to take that big leap and think that you are the only one that's going to get you to where you need to be too. So good for you. And the next question, which I'd like you to tell us, you have the cutest little daughters. Tell me, you have a husband and 2 kids. And how do you run a business and have a family life? And tell me a little bit about that.
I get them out of the house. No. Well, sort of. I have my 2-year-old with me 2 days a week during the day, and so I work from my phone, doing email, Twitter, Facebook from my phone on those days. And then the days that both of my kids are at daycare or preschool, my older one's at preschool, the days that they're there is when I sit in front of the computer from the time they leave till the time I have to go and pick them up. And that's when I do the bulk of my work. I work 2 to 3 weeknights a week as well, and I do my best to get dinners on the table. I like to do that, But I know that the higher priority is establishing the business at this point, and it's okay to have cereal and pancakes for dinner.
I think so too, definitely as you grow. But those days that you are with your daughters, you have to kind of network on Twitter and Facebook. You were saying you're on there. Well, you have to actually network too while you're being a mommy. So I think that's a plus for moms that have a business online, that you don't have to always go and network everywhere. You can actually do it on your phones. And does that have great results too? Do you find that Twitter and Facebook help you?
I do. I feel connected. I feel connected to the community that I want to be a part of. It depends on what we're doing on the given days. Sometimes she'll nap in the stroller, and then I whip out my laptop wherever we happen to be and grab some Wi-Fi time. But really making sure that I am still reading the tweets that people that I want to engage with. I still want to make sure I'm reading them, and I use my Twitter lists. They're private because that's the best way for me, but I use my Twitter lists. I've got my list that I want to read every couple of hours. I've got my list that I want to read once a day. I've got my list of, people I adore, like you guys, that I, want to make sure that I go back to. I go back to certain lists more often than not, but that's really one of the biggest ways that I keep tabs on things and keep up with the people I want to be involved with.
Well, I think organization is part of that routine then for the family. And your husband, does he seem to support the beginning of Simply Jaime? Because it's a big job, this beginning part of Simply Jaime.
He is supportive. I mean, I don't just do websites. I also teach fitness programs, and he is very much on board with the package. And so some pieces take more time than others. Some pieces have more easy money coming in, things like that. But the package as a whole, I think he is fully on board with.
I love that. That's nice. It really does help when they're supportive. Let's see. What is the best part of owning a business to you?
The best part of owning a business, I love the networking. I love being able to know that after I've had a contact with somebody and they come back to me, that networking, that I'm going to be able to really give them something tangible that is going to be of benefit. So I love taking my things through that process. I just love being able to do from start to end. So yeah, starting with that networking and giving a full product at the end.
I think passion has a lot to do with owning a business. You have to be passionate about what you do, and you definitely are passionate and very energetic. The next,
thank you.
The next question is, what's the thing you struggle with most in your business?
Time. I mean, there's never enough time. There's never enough time, and I watch the clock all day long because I have to leave my house by 3:15 in the afternoon to go pick up my kids. And then, some days it's earlier than others because, we have after school activities and things like that. So time is really short.
I see that you try and get as much done as even you go to the coffee houses that are close probably to where you have your daughters go to, whatever you can do to get a little extra time in.
Yeah.
And then you work late at night then too, don't you?
I do. I try to spend some time with my husband before I get back to work at night. But if I have some things I have to get done, I'll work on them till 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and hope I don't have body back the next morning at 6.
That's another one. Yeah, you're so involved with the being healthy, which I think is a wonderful asset about you too. It's just wonderful. Okay, so there's one more question. You're doing wonderful, by the way. Do you have advice for people that are starting a business online?
Get a good website. I mean, honestly, I'm not trying to promote my own services necessarily,
No,
but
can.
of course I have to. But honestly, the website is the gateway. It's the gateway that your clients are going to reach you. And I think that having a website that speaks to what you are offering is really, really... Sorry, that's my house phone ringing. I have one of those things.
I like that. Okay, keep going, but it's the website is the most important.
Yes, I would say the website
content.
Yes, the content. The content is very, very important, but, because that's really what someone's going to see. But be present. That's the other thing, and I've offered that advice before. Be present in Twitter. Be present in Facebook. If you are going to go ahead and jump into them, which I'll follow you for sure. But if you are going to be present there, then you have to be present.
Daily, right? Or, more than once a week would be nice.
Yes. If you decide you're going to have a blog, don't blog once a month. Don't blog every once in a while. Make it a part of your schedule and, and really embrace what you are doing. Don't just jump in and say, okay, I can do this, and then slide back. Be present in it. Say, and if you're not going to be able to be present, admit you're not going to be able to be present. It's a lot better than putting false expectations out there.
Nicely said. And I really think you embody kind of the mom, wife, wanting to have her own thing to do in life besides being a mother and a wife, which are wonderful. But you're also a strong person that does not just simply Jaime, but many things. And you do it well, and that's why I am interviewing you. And what I'd like you to do before we stop the interview is tell everybody where they can find you. And if you want to say, the websites, the body back, everything, go ahead.
Sure. Twitter is @SSJaime, and Jaime is spelled Jaime. It's, one of those names that no one ever knows how to spell it because there's about 18 different ways to spell it. And then Simply Jaime is simply Jaime again, Jaime. I'm on Facebook. I've got my Facebook page is wordpress.simplyjaime, so facebook.com/wordpress.simplyjaime. Those are some of them. As I said before, I do stroller strides, so it's strollerstrides.net/Duval. My body back, I don't even know. There's so many of them. But the one that's really exciting that's going to be launching later this month doesn't have my name in it. It's called Fit with Flair, and it's fitwithflair.com, and that is coming soon. I'm really, really excited about that one.
You are never boring, Jaime. I love talking to you, and I'm so happy you're our client and our affiliate. You do a very good job.
Thank you.
And thank you again for being my second interview.